President Mahama of Ghana has been saying he would like to make a call on other African countries to work with South Africa. And that is precisely what has triggered our intention to send envoys so that they can go and explain the type of initiatives, type of programs that we are going to embark upon.
But what South Africa president, and HSA or per or calling to President Mahama, which is Ghana, our president. Dramani Mahama, Sir Anka or person John Dramani Mahama ye collabo, and as on way bako. Now, John Dramani Mahama, ne African president.
Ghana has been saying he would like to make a call on other African countries to work with South Africa. And that is precisely what has triggered our intention to send envoys so that they can go and explain the type of initiatives, type of programs that we are going to embark upon.
President African Nakasa na omo ebe invest in South Africa. There be the American one South Africa president and a kasa asemwe. There be a video about what you ambassador. Or no South African president na South Africa for air pump Africa for or more South Africa nyina when timi amba bonti ambe kashi.
Now we're making it very clear to you guys. Utitina, we don't want you here.
As the Siamika say, President Mahama akofa Ghana for first batch, second batch, third premier sa and abanipa 1,000 plus. And a President John Dramani Mahama akofa from every South Africa. Aba erukama kan wasem e wo chando so. Ibrahim Mahama ne ya from say other networks na abiebie enjuma Emma Sankrofo amom aya e die ni da so ebre omo no o South African president when we say the whole Africa obia eka nyamapa ye mampanyin John Dramani Mahama aye nti what say twa ho e ba be ka say ohia president bi to say dey bi wan ka say ohia president bi to so straight to the point ohia Ghana president John Dramani Mahama na one African other president nakasa what like mente bibia so oje jama oje se ni amedwe na.
Now we're making it very clear to you guys. Utitina, we don't want you here.
Oza kwasi asempa mo hwe the South Africa for dia ye Ghana for Ghana for a big shops like enyapadia Ghana for alusu e South Africa metesa minister we your friend say Okujato, is it Okujato Abrakwa? Kase ombesiu South Africa president no. And as ombesiu South Africa man no because of Ghana for bebre also munjapade.
The government of Ghana has decided that we are not going to sit back without any effort in attempting to secure compensation for those of you who have lost your properties, lost your assets, lost your businesses, your shops, and what have you.
Obi wa no company wo, obi wa no saloon, obi wa property Ghana for a loss on. Yeah, right. Say yetimi esiu South Africa.
We are putting together legal processes that we will activate to ensure that those properties you invested in, and some of you, your life savings, you have worked for more than 2 decades, 3 decades, to put together businesses that were thriving. We are going to make sure that we go all out to obtain compensation for you. Forms we are circulating, you will see that we are asking for what you have left behind, the addresses and the supporting documents. Those of you who own houses, who own schools, who own shops, let us have the documentation that will serve as evidence for the case that we are building.
Because Osha videos we call South Africa for almost 30 or more. Ghana ni shop our beer. no more pam Ghana ni nefro no mo dia ma South Africa ni no mo John elbow say omani aje like yes ya pam hoho na ya je shop no e di ama kromani na omani aje bo say chese we nyina echi na Ghana for e was South Africa Ghana for ni the first people say omukofa omukrofo free South Africa ema even South Africa for no kwa san be press conference the Ghana for aye no omwani anje ho kra na senior Ghana for di ka be for omukrofo no ye hwem kra omukoso trouble e South Africa ankasa no anaso omo yanuama bone wa South Africa ankasa no enye Ghana for.
We are really disappointed with the government of Ghana because really they're one of the countries who are not even that problematic when it comes to immigrants. It's not like we've got millions and millions of them like we do Nigerians and committing crime, and the Somalians, Ethiopians, the Pakistanis, and all of these ones that are just criminals, with the Zimbabweans that are loud and making demands.
When you say Ghana for an alien bonnet, and a muscle etia Ghana for elbubu bino, Gayandra Okasa, me other video. Or say, or Danny dem, you be puru and dem more.
Madam, you Bukuni Uram, I was a Sania Mano, and the devil bore me, the devil bore me.
Like Eddie and the devil born showed that just say, we have a press conference. I because more within some monocle crown. And yet, Ghana for Nady. Now, other nationality with Nigerians, any Zimbabwe.
We are really disappointed with the government of Ghana because really they're one of the countries who are not even that problematic when it comes to immigrants. It's not like we've got millions and millions of them like we do Nigerians and committing crime, and the Somalians, Ethiopians, the Pakistanis, and all of these ones that are just criminals, with the Zimbabweans that are loud and making demands.
But Modi Afra apam Ghana for the omako mukromo wie afi the mo president anya bold aba be jino say ohia president John Dramani Mahama enena aye business so wa we nim no ma be fa onko abakwa se mu kakra bi Ghana and South Africa ye wa yonkofa na nka eda ho dadadadada enyende emra Nelson Mandela eba be pre South Africa kwanya no Nelson Mandela eba Kwame Nkrumah ho those days ebe stre Kwame Nkrumah se Kwame Nkrumah emboa no eni sika na onfa enko wini election no agesi abrofo no ana Kwame Nkrumah ka kire Nelson Mandela se so no Kwame Nkrumah betimi aboa Nelson Mandela mana ko wini eye na election a wase Nelson Mandela epam abrofo na omo South Africa ni nyina ti asem ni yo enti South Africa for no enye nde ana abrofo no be control mu o enye nde enti Nelson Mandela ampene Kwame Nkrumah idea no de man no the Nelson Mandela free Ghana ekọ abra Ghana support no hwe but na ayonkofa no yede because Kwame Nkrumah ombo abra obema wa idea onfa unim se na Kwame Nkrumah ne butan se obema Africa nyina akabom na ye nyina ye independence Africa country ombo ya no independence bia na Nelson Mandela try se obeboa masa country we agi independence na Africa atima be baako nti Nelson Mandela antie Kwame Nkrumah asem na osan call back no ema na ekamia say but before Nelson Mandela ba benya akonya no na abrofo no ano mo wana na nka wase Nelson Mandela pamomo ema ebeye South Africa beye blacks nkwa no sa abrofo na sa hye Nelson Mandela say ebo ama Nelson Mandela win sa election no tidipa bebreko anim say Nelson Mandela na yakana asema South Africa for Nelson Mandela de bi omo de to omo ono kra na ambo omo ono kra na ambo am amande di omo ye no like anya against about nde di omo ye no what I say affect omo amande omo adwun omo say other African nationalities omo abegu no ana ema omo nya adwuma nye but entesa what I say the Nelson Mandela ye na affect omo nde because wa ma abrofo na still edi omo so abrofo no na lead omo nti omo nim se omo nim se omo independence but omo da so won kwaso mu but South Africa for na nkasa de omo adwen ma so se omo da so won kwaso mu wo dan de mo ba be ka mo ba be ka bibia mo se kuro am pam mo this year every mu kuro so no sa kuro na president
Ghana has been saying he would like to make a call on other African countries to work with South Africa. And that is precisely what has triggered our intention to send envoys so that they can go and explain the type of initiatives, type of programs that we are going to embark upon.
Na one other Africa bufu abusia dinner that's you obi an bi ana chande ye obiba DTV oba like share na ja comment go comment section ho my remember reviews follow all the social media handles so TikTok, Facebook, Instagram, X baby biara obiba DTV or follow all the social media handles so na yenko he ensam na nto aso ye ba de obia ye sand beto
Spirit, you are all strong, you are all happy to be here, and those who were chasing you, attacking you, dehumanizing and depressing you, they could not break you, and that you are even stronger and you are ready for the challenge ahead. It's not every country that is as lucky as we are. Yes, you have lost property, you have lost assets, you have left your businesses behind, you've left your shops behind, but nothing comes anywhere near life. Once you have life first. Once you have life, there is hope.
No other person is allowed, for example, to confront someone in the street, in the pathways of our country to demand proof of identity. We know that South Africans are not xenophobic, as there is no space for xenophobia, for racism, for sexism, for Afrophobia, or any other form of intolerance in South Africa.